Hello everyone. Today I'm just I just want to talk about this. What kind of project you should take. This is a very important topic. We all have this as a student. We have this dilemma that which kind of project we should take. So I think we all must think on this, and because we generally take the projects whichever comes in mind in private colleges like us, like our student they don't give much importance to the important thing which they miss out actually, maybe because of lack of guidance or maybe anything, whichever they get the info from here and there and they make projects. So what happens eventually is that if you take a project which don't have that much value or which doesn't have um, innovativeness, or it's just a plain project which doesn't have anything and it's all repeated and you've got it from internet, there is no meaning in that, right? So why there is no meaning? Because there are two things actually. See, first thing is, project is all mean to make something very, means it defines you actually, means what projects you do, that shows what kind of knowledge you have, what kind of approach you have towards society. So it defines you, right? So in one word we can say that it defines you. So the project you should choose is like, it will always represent you. You will go in placements, you will go for interviews, wherever you will go you have to tell about the kind of project you have done in engineering. So that's very important. So in this case, I think I'll start from second year. So in second year, many of you don't know about it, or we don't have mini project or something kind of that. So, but in that case also, my advice is that you should start with um, writing a paper, I think, and then if you are from electronics and telecommunication, something like that, you can start with, you can just buy a microcontroller for yourself and you can just start how to code it and how to use it for making very simple applications. You can start from there, right? So that's not official, but you can start from there. So afterward, when you come in third year, you got mini projects in electronics and electronic telecommunication in Mumbai University. I think that's very important. Mini project are actually, the name is, I think, according to me, name should not be that actually. It's not mini project. Fifth semester is all right. In fifth semester you can make simple thing. You can start with the PCB designing and soldering and all stuff can be done. That's all right, learning about that. And in sixth semester, I think the importance of mini project is more actually. The kind of mini project you should do, it should have, there are two approaches according to me. One thing is that you can take a mini project which is part of a larger technology, like you can take any controller like MSC 430, you can take Arduino, you can uh, you can take anything, or you can do a project on LabVIEW, right? So these things you can take and you can just make some simple application in that. So doing a part of a bigger technologies can be a mini project, right? Don't do project like fire alarm or rain sensor, something like that. Don't do those because those doesn't suit your profile. They are gonna bust your profile. So that's complete no for your profile. The project, or second part actually, microcontrollers are always there. You can do the project on microcontrollers, but sorry, but not but actually, the second approach is doing a project which you can design any application on microcontroller, no issues. You can design whatever you get on internet, and you can learn about how to code it and how to do it. But the second approach is, uh, you can just find out the problems which you face every day. You can just whenever you travel, or what kind of issues you have in your home or whatever, which can be solved by engineering tech or technology, right? If you can solve them, right? Like, one example is, you have this garbage collection, then can you make something out of it? Can you make it much better, right? How to collect the garbage? Or you can have, like, in a society, um, water issue is there, then you can just put up a smart water management system kind of thing if you require that, suppose, right? If the water scarcity is there, you can just inform everybody. You can make a app out of it, putting the sensor in your tank, overhead tank in your society. You can just give this information to everybody. Okay, tank is going to get empty in this particular time. So you can do these things, and whatever means, like whatever you feel like. I'll just give you one more example. Like suppose one of the project is being done by Suraj Tiwari for second year. They're working on, they've submitted in Texas Instruments Innovation Challenge. So they are doing this smart hearing aid project, low cost smart hearing aid. So actually what happened, that one of the student actually in that team only, they suggested that, okay, I have one issue, like my grandmother's having this hearing issue, and the what do you say, device which is there, it is quite costly, means it's not it's like around 70,000, right? So what's there inside? There's nothing. There's no more. There is, if you're gonna make it by yourself as an engineer, I think you probably need a controller of, you can use BeagleBone or you can use Raspberry Pi. So probably it is a 4-5 thousand, and then you can just have to do this. What do you do? You have to do this audio processing on it, and you can make a simpler one. So you can think of a uh, low cost solution which is not available in Indian market, and you can go ahead with this. So this is a project, right? So this kind of project you can do like, if you want this IoT thing, if you are interested in IoT thing, then you can make any application, like where you can send something, and you can you just want to put it on an application. You can design an Android application. On that you can put all the sensor values, and you can just enjoy it. Like there is a, suppose there is a, what do you say, um, what do you say that, sorry, suppose there is a water, what do you say, suppose okay, let's leave it. Actually I'm just not able to get the right word. Suppose you just want to say, okay, how much pollution we have today. You can just find out few sensors, and you can put it along with the controller, and those sensors will give the values of carbon dioxide or level of nitrogen in the air, and you can just make it a very nice thing, nice application, where you can just find out what's happening, what kind of pollution we have today, what is the level of pollution, right? So these things are very cool. We can do it like and pollution, you can just, water pollution you can find out. If you have nearby pond, if you have a pond nearby to your home, and just want to say, okay, whether this, what kind of pollution is there, and you can just buy a few sensors, and you can just put it over there, and those sensors will be updating your data on cloud. You can directly get it on your app. So it's not very tough. It's very putting the data on cloud is not a very big thing right now. You can do it very easily. You can, I think, I'll tell you, like, you can directly search for CC32000 simple link of Texas Instruments Launchpad. You can buy it, and you can use it for doing this thing. So they have made it like you don't have to have the Wi-Fi module, interfacing of Wi-Fi module. It's already in there, so you can use that one. You can put your data in that, or you can just flash your whatever data you coming from your sensors on your website or your mobile phones. That's very cool. So that's not a tough job actually. So you can do such projects, I think, in third year. You should not miss out on those. So what I want to say is that any application which is society relevant will always get a value, right? And it will always be there on your resume, and that's the best part, right? Wherever you go, you can just tell about this. Whenever you are sitting in interview, you can talk about it. Okay, we thought of this. So that's the important thing, right? As an engineer, we should do a project which can help our society. Or the second approach is just trying to know the technology which is not available to you, or which is like latest one, right? And you just want to get a rub to it, right? So we just want to know what exactly it is, right? Suppose you are from comms and ID, you can go for big data and something which is not that much explored. It is explored, but you can try for it and you can do Hadoop and everything. A lot of part of that which is not being taught in the syllabus, you can just go for it. That's the project, right? And that's to have an application in society only, right? We need faster processing and everything. So we all are using it right now. We are using Facebook, we are using YouTube, we are using everything which is like thousands of people or millions of people are using. So we need that a faster processing thing so that we can get the data. And as the IoT is coming up, big data is already connected to it, right? We get a lot of sensor data and you have to put all these data on cloud simply, and then we have to process it, and then we can do analytics, right? And we can get the information, we can do the analysis, right? What kind of, as I said, you can just put the sensors and get the pollution thing out, right? And you can just process it, right? So it's a huge data, right? So you have to process it very fastly, then you have to use this big data. So everything is connected. So whatever you do is not far from your EXTC or IT boundaries. So don't do that. Just feel like you are part of a technology which is interdisciplinary, right? Everything is connected to each other. So whether you are electronics student or IT student or com student, right? You should not be like putting yourself a boundary that I can't do this, I shouldn't go in that, I shouldn't go. If it's the part of solution, you must. You can just approach professors, you can approach anybody who is expert in that, and you can do the outsourcing, sorry, insourcing or outsource, whatever you want to say. You can just get the things done from other people who are expert in that. You may not be expert in everything, right? So you can get the things done, but solution should come up. Society solution, whatever you're thinking, can be done easily. So you should not refrain from taking projects which seems tough to you because you don't know them and you don't know whether it will be executable or not. As a student, it's part of your duty that you should try at least, right? You should convince your professors that we will try our best and we will try to do whatever we can, and should know where you get failed, and if there is an issue in that, you should inform your professor and should ask your professor to get the way out, right? If we have the resources in college, you should get it from the right channel, and if you don't have, you can go to the experts, right, available IIT or anywhere in your nearby colleges, or in acquaintance of your professor. If your professor knows somebody expert in that particular, you can go to him, right? So it's all about an approach. Which should be like, the project doesn't work, what will happen? So that's the dilemma which everybody have. I think that this is the time you should leave that, should not think about it. I think in IITs, nobody IITs or big colleges, people don't think about it, and they try to solve the issues without worrying it, right? So in private colleges like we have, so we always worry for this at completion of project. It doesn't matter. The more important thing is how to approach it, and that's the best thing. You should always try to get an ambitious thing, but you should always have this, like, whether it will be completed or not. That's pretty important, but still you should not restrict yourself to projects which are repeated, or you get it on Google, right, or wherever you can get easily. Your friends have done last year and you just got everything and you're just very happy and you just want to put it. And that's not good actually, right? You have to do by yourself. You start from scratch, take a project which have something to solve, which is a which is really solving an issue. I I'll tell you that it will be the best thing you have ever done in this engineering, the whole engineering. So your purpose of engineering will be solved if you do this good project, right? Any project. I'm not suggesting anybody because I'm not expert in every department. I'm just telling you that go to your professor, ask them the technology on which you have to work, or whatever is your interest. Tell them we want to sort out this issue, any issue, whatever you want, right? So everywhere coding is there, everywhere electronics is there. So maybe you are from any branch, you can just try to sort the issue, right? So few students which of mine which I've mentored in last few years, they have done such kind of projects, right? We have done projects on energy harvesting. We have done projects on one project we did, it was on e-braille, right? It was for self-learning device for blind 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 students. So it was very fun. It was it was very satisfying that we did something which can help out, right? Then again, e-braille thing which we did, self-learning device for blind students. It was very nice initiative because we got to know from one of the student that one of their relative is studying in blind school, and the whole team. I'll just like to introduce. Mayur was, sorry, this Praful was there, then Uday, Praful, Mayuresh was there, and these all guys, they went out to that particular school. Then they just find out what kind of machines they use for making students learn e-braille and English. How to, what is e-braille? What do you say? Um, e-braille for A or B, so like A to Z, how to write A to Z, or how to sense A to Z in braille. So these things they have gone over there. They just found out what kind of machine they are using. So they found out that there is a machine, but that's not portable. That's available in school only, blind school. So they just thought of searching on portable device, portable learning machine, which student can learn at home also. Blind people can learn at home. So they searched about it. There was one machine available. It was around, I think, 1 lakh something. So not 1 lakh. I think it was 40,000 something, 30-40,000. So they decided to work on this, and they got selected in the Texas Instrument Innovation Challenge also, and they worked on it. It was quite challenging. It was involving. They were in third year and they were in no final year. They were, so it was very challenging. They have to do this audio processing thing, which they were not knowing about, but they took this challenge. They use what you say, neural networks for. They didn't take any API from Google for translation of what you say, speech processing, right? You have Google API for it, but they said, okay, we'll try to make by ourselves. The code is available, you can do it in MATLAB. So they did this. They sampled out many words A to Z, and finally they are able to manage A to Z audio recognition, speech recognition thing using BeagleBone. They use BeagleBone, and then they did this MATLAB codes, executable MATLAB codes, and embedded coder. And that too, embedded coder was not available in our college. They went to IIT. In IIT they got permission. They used this TI lab, TI embedded system lab over in IIT Bombay. They utilized it. They were there for 10 days. They made it all, everything. Then they again started. Then everything was done over there. Then they came back to college. They were visiting IIT Bombay and doing the part of project which was depending on embedded coder. So like this, finally they did everything. They completed their project. It was very nice feeling actually that they did that, completed that one. You can watch out the video also on YouTube, which is available. That e-braille in TI, actually we uploaded the video. Demonstration video is available. So the idea is actually and that is that you must try on new projects, and you should not refrain from doing such projects which seems to be very difficult, but you may try. You will get a way out. You can get the help of professors. You can get the help from anywhere. You can if you want to do it, you will get it done, no problem. The professors are there. If they don't know, they can reach out to the experts, no issues in that. Even if you fail in that, if you are not able to complete those projects, at least you will end up knowing the things well. Then the project which is very easy, and just completing that project is not a challenge, and there will be no output in that, right? You may get marks. I think you won't get the marks also, good marks, because the teachers and the examiner which come, they know what kind of project you have done, and they understand this, that it's an old project or it's a repeated project, and they know it very well. So don't do that try to make something which is latest or which have some utilization, then only the project matters. Otherwise there is no use, and your profile will be like, everybody will be reading this and saying, okay, what project you done this project, okay, you have done rain alarm system. What is rain alarm system? Nothing. So don't do that, right? So to do something which is really relevant, which is really latest means should be relevant, right? You can do 2 3 year old thing or something very important. You just want to make it low cost, you can do it. It's existing. It's not like you have to do something which is not non-existing. You can do the existing thing, it will be appreciated. Do it in your way. You can do it, you can put your approaches, you can just try to imitate, no problem with that, but try to imitate good applications, try to make their cost low, try to make different designs, try to make solution which are not available in local market, right? If there is a solution available for something which is not there, it doesn't have a reach in India, or there is some part of India, then you can do something which have the reach, right? You can locally produce those things and you can sell into market. You can help out farmers, you can help out all, you can help out the people who just want it, right? Any ministry, if you want to help, right, you can make some, you can propose it to the government and make it approved if your solution is better than the existing one, right? We need it. So it will be kind of a service to nation also, right? So doing a good project may lead you to better things, right? And if you start with a good project in third year or second year, I think you will be connecting it, you will be extending your approach one by one, right? Step by step, sorry. You can just go ahead with that, right? You can be improvising on that easily, right? You can be improvising on your projects till your final year. So in final year you may have the best thing in your hand, right? You can do the best project if you got, right? You got, and you have done good project, the output you will get in your placements, output you will get appreciated everywhere where you will present it, and whoever takes your interview, they will understand that you have this quality of uh, you know the things, you know what to be done, you know what kind of things is happening, you know that this project has worked, right? These all qualities the company want. Or in case if your project is very nice and you can start, you can do a startup also, right? You can just sell your product in market, no issues, right? The best thing. So you can become an independent, you can become a company owner, right, if you do a good thing. So this is the thing, it's a very important part of engineering. So I hope you will understand this, the importance of this. Time will go on, right? If you don't do it, no issues, you will get you will you must do it actually, right? You should do it. A good project is very much needed. And maybe you are I think it doesn't matter if you have KTs or if you have if you are a dropper, right? It doesn't matter. If you do, for you I think it's more important, right? You must do it because it may shine your profile. If your academics are not that shiny, you can do a great project, you can do a society relevant project, or right? So any project which shows the worth, right? So it will be one ray of hope for the placement or for your employers, that okay, this man is this person is irrespective of their academics, they have this brains and they understand the importance of what is to be done. So it's very important. So that's it, that's all about what kind of projects we should take, or right? And you can discuss it more with your professors. You must discuss with the best professors, or you should try to contact the best people, and just you can go find out the right thing. It's just a matter of time and you give for searching, right? You just search it properly, your 50% is done. If you're doing good project, your 50% work is done. Getting finalizing a good project is very essential. Finishing it off is not an issue. I think you will understand it. Thank you so much.